All right, cool. So we are building this entire email sequence out right now. So first email is this: we're an AI, you're an AI. Except this, we need to be sending this out because that's Xavier's, and Xavier's gonna build that out. So that's not my problem technically. But still, if you notice, it's just first name. We already have this ready to go. I need to build this out using an AI prompt, and we need to build a version of this. Actually, no, we don't need to build a version of this. It's already built out here. No LinkedIn activity. We just copy this here and put it here if we want to. Oh shit. Yikes. Or we can just drag it up. Yep. So let's just move this a little down. Yep. Let's move this a little up. Oops, daisy. And here you go. You don't know why. Yeah. So this is something that Xavier can build out. Everything else we have the capacity to build right now. For find people, we'll do that at the end. Let's see what else we can do. I mean, this is just first name. There's nothing really of substance here. Let's look at this. Okay, it looks like this. Spend a little more time. Let's see what we can do with this. Coolsies. Hey, yet Alex and that Xavier. Do we have one? We don't. Alright. What's this one? Oh, we want to be land the wheel here. Cool. Am I the wrong? Yeah, it's correctly wrong. This is the one. Cool. Right? Yeah, that's the same. No issues at all. Find people. No. Museum. Yep. Play some lookalikes. And I'm gonna reset it down a little bit. Okay, if you guys can't read this, let me know. I'll keep it fixed at 150% for you. And in case you can, then I think it's no problem. welcome guest rep is present. Cool, thanks.
Can I show you something that kind of messed me up? This is a ribbon that represents
these really complex workflows that other people built out for you. And we're going to be providing these templates at the end of the webinar completely free. So each one of our experts is going to walk through a template they built, and they're going to share the template with you guys at the end of it, so you can complete these incredible tasks without having to do any of the work in setting up the actual table. So our first person I'm going to send this to is the OG Clay expert, Eric Nowoslawski. He is pretty much the OG Clay GOAT. He's got an amazing workflow for us. He has shown it to me already, and I am wowed by it. So I'm sure you guys will be too. So I'll pass it off to him. Let's get going.
Hey everyone, and Patrick, I just need to be able to share my screen. Cool. So while we're getting the screen share up, thank you everyone for joining us today. It's always great to see the turnout that Clay gets on all these things. I'm going to try to be as quick as I possibly can because I really appreciate Patrick saying the OG Clay expert, but some of these guys have some crazy technical abilities. And so the template I'm going to show you, at first I was going to show you the craziest thing I've ever built in Clay. And then Patrick said, we're going to share these with people. And I thought, oh, that's useful to nobody except for people who run outbound agencies. So I'm not going to do it. The template I'm going to share with everybody is a template that we start off a lot of the campaigns within the agency for. And with 2 or 3 Clay credits, you can create 9 either first lines or PS lines for your outbound campaigns, so that no matter what campaign you're running, who you're targeting, you have something personalized and something AI generated to say to everybody to make your emails stand out. And so if you have not muted your microphones, you probably should, because you're killing it. Everybody else, it's like the movie theater. And let's just jump into it. So this Clay table, it accepts basically any data that you have from any external data provider, or you could just get the data straight inside of Clay. So we have our first name, last name, all just this regular data that I'm sure you're familiar with, email addresses, all these things. The first thing that we start off with is verifying the emails, as everybody should, and then we enrich our emails and we try to find more with Prospeo. These are 2 providers that if you're using Clay, you definitely get your own API keys with, because do not use Clay credits on verifying emails. It's just a complete waste of money. So I don't count those in my credit cost. And so then what we did is we set up a master email column where either we found the email address from our original provider or we found it with Prospeo. And then it still gets validated. And then we have our master email column where we have very crispy clean email addresses for us to be able to use. We then move on to enrich the company LinkedIn profile and the person LinkedIn profile, which is going to create all the AI generations that we're going to need from here on out. This is where your credit spend on this table is going to be. There's one other place that if you want to run that play, you can, but it's only going to lead to 1 line. So you could actually run all of these for just 2 Clay credits, and then the rest is just OpenAI costs, and everything is less than a penny to run. Some of these things are less than half a penny to run as well. So the first, I guess, AI generation that comes in this Clay format is creative ideas of the company. And so probably the single campaign type that works for most of our customers is to be able to use AI to reach out to somebody and say, hey, I am reaching out to you for whatever reason. I had ideas about how you could use our solution in your job at your company or in both, whatever you want to put the inputs as. So this column here creates creative ideas about how they could use your product or your solution at their company. Right now it outputs 3 ideas, and I've marked it, not to get too much into it, I marked it as must edit for your use. So if you use this template at the end, you just got look at this prompt and edit some things about I want it to output, creative marketing ideas for a company. You might want it to output things about how, somebody would use your SaaS solution. So edit that for your use if you're going to use it. It outputs 3 bulleted ideas. You can make it output just 1 idea, whatever you want it to do. This is completely set up for you, and you just edit the prompt for your liking. Then we have 2 Claygen columns here. One is attempting to find the case study that's mentioned on the target prospect's website. Another great thing to use in your outreach is to just say, hey, I noticed you work with companies like Engineering Net Zero in order to help them, and then you could just use AI to talk about what they help Engineering Net Zero do. And then the Claygen actually has the case study in here about what it was about in the steps taken and everything. So you can personalize by that as well if you wanted. So this is another great one that we use all the time that you should take advantage of too, is just grabbing case studies from websites. It's such an amazing hack of an outreach because nobody thinks that you can automate that right now, and it looks like you totally checked out their website. Love doing that one. This one finds company competitors. I like dropping company competitors sometimes, and we'll put in the subject line, so their competitor here is like stem cell technologies or something. Sometimes we'll put in the subject line, like getting ahead of, and then insert competitor name. One of my favorite ones to do. So now we have 1, 2, 3 lines so far, and we still have only just used 2 Clay credits. Then we have our company analogy prompt, which all this does, I love using this in follow-up emails, where all it does is it just compares what their company does and what your company does, and then combines it. So every B2B offer in the world comes down to helping people save time, save money, or make more money. So we infer what of those things do people most likely help with, and then you input into your prompt how you people help save time, save money, make more money, all those things, and then AI will bring it together as well. So you can say, just as Outdo adorns brands with captivating marketing, we equip businesses with automated outreach tools to effortlessly elevate their sales. Of course, play around with it to make it sound exactly the way that you want it to sound, but that is a one that we use for our follow-up emails all the time. So we'll send email 1, and then we'll send email 2, just so that we get a follow-up email that really stands out of the box. Then another one of my favorite lines is to follow up with somebody and say, hey, I know you're busy with whatever they get busy with. So this person, I know you're busy helping brands excel creative marketing.
Nice.
And this part is AI generated. And then what we put here is whatever we help them do. This really works if, the thing that you help with is a really boring manual task that they don't want to be doing, like building sales lists like this. You can say, hey, I know you're busy helping brands excel in creative marketing, and enriching email addresses is probably not at the top of your to-do list. Clay can take care of that for you. Great line that you can use. You could use that in a first email, but we use it in follow-up emails as well. This is just a very simple company summary of the company mission. This one is the one that I was talking about, that you could use this, you don't have to use it. If you want to reduce your Clay costs, this is just another credit. But all this is doing is just finding another person at the company with similar titles. So you could reach out and you could say, in your breakup email, you could say, hey, John, not sure if you handle this. Let me know if I should be reaching out to Jennifer instead. We have all of that cleaned up for you here. We use AI to clean it up. We have a formula to make sure that this name doesn't match the name of the person we're reaching out to, because that would be embarrassing if you reached out to Jennifer and said, should I talk to Jennifer instead? That'd be kind of crazy. Then we'll just go through the last of these quickly. These lines just allow you to find the most recent company they worked for, so that you could say, I have to imagine you didn't leave recent company you worked for, so that you could think about super boring thing. Great line for us to be able to use as well. Costs 0 Clay credits to make that happen past what we have now. And then here we check if the person is new in their role, so that we can easily message them about joining the company most recently. This person's been working in the company since 1986. Good for them. Didn't think I'd see that. And so anyway, I know I kind of ripped through this table, but I just wanted to show everyone that it's totally possible to spend basically no Clay credits, to spend 2 Clay credits, and now we've created 9 AI lines that we can use to personalize our outbound, and I'll yield some time for everybody else.
Nice, that was really good.
Amazing, Eric. Thank you very, very much. Beautiful template. Feel free to post that in the chat as well once you share it, so they can actually access it. Next up, we have Alex Fine, yet another amazing Clay agency owner. He also walked me through his template. It is an incredible way to write an entire outbound sequence using just a few steps in Clay automatically for you. So yeah,
long Eric, because I'm heavily inspired by Eric. A lot of stuff I end up building. So that's something is going to say ahead of me, and within, I can show you what ends up happening. We do it quick, and it's looks good enough. We find a validated work email. Everything else will waterfall. So I'm gonna go ahead first and put in the company name here. So you can put in whatever company you're representing, you're selling from. In my case, it's gonna be Rippling. So you put this in, my computer moves in slow motion, share my screen. I'm here, it's taking the department based on your job title, and it's normalizing that to state department rather than VP of HR at whatever company you work at. It's just gonna say remove that LLC and just say Drake Software. Then it's gonna clean their name. It's gonna separate their first name from the rest of their name. And then also using Legends, similar to what Eric talked about. It's gonna scrape, and this is another column that you edit, but I put in Rippling's product page for their HR software. It's gonna scrape that software page for that product. It's also gonna scrape against this company's LinkedIn URL, and it's gonna correlate that product to what you do for that company. And it's gonna come up with bullet responses. And I actually did inspired by Eric for this, so it looks familiar, that's why. But so that's gonna happen. And it's also going to find job title pain points. So specific to that job title that this person has, it's going to take industry pain points they actually face in their role. Then it's going to convert those into a question. And it's similar to also, where this enemy column is going to look for another alternative contact within that company. So if that person doesn't respond, we're going to call this person out on a first name basis in email too. So as you can see, all I did was import those companies, and I have free emails spit out for everyone that matches the criteria. So I'll show you what those 3 emails actually look like. We'll use this one, Smart Bear. All right. I'll let you guys take a second to read that. Give us a few seconds there.
Nice.
So that, this is automated. Email 2 in sequence.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention.
Following on directly. Now, alternatively, if that person doesn't exist, you can see here no profile found, the alternative contact I was looking for. There's alternative messaging that will pop in, because obviously you're not. So you got that. And then lastly, this video.
Okay, you see that? Balancing employee satisfaction while enforcing company policies and managing conflict resolution. Like, no human would talk like that. So it's like entirely too long. It could be like 2 and 3. Maybe balancing employee satisfaction while enforcing company policies isn't that important for you at the moment. And nobody would use like sophisticated language for that. Maybe keeping things running on time. Maybe running a tight ship and balancing employee morale. Isn't a big deal at the moment. Like, how would you talk to a friend? Okay, cool.
So that's what spits out from all you have to do is go through these editing columns, plug in maybe a total of 10 words in hyperlink, and import companies, and all this will run automatically only for the things that you're actually looking for. So if that validated email shows up, the rest of waterfall. If not, it won't, which saves you play credits, which saves you OpenAI credits, and just makes your life cheaper and easier. That's my table. Heavily inspired.
And I really appreciate you sharing it.
To you.
And something you want to pay attention to and use in the future.
Prospects get their attention about meetings onto a blank mug, which you can send to your prospect. There's like on Amazon.com, you can go and put like a custom mug, take $5, and you can put whatever you want on it. So, and this does integrate with Amazon, so you can track if they receive the mug, if they open it, how many meetings you book per dollar spent, etc. Fine. So we're pitching some notes right here. This is generic original email. And then we once again use AI. Based on the observation, we come up with a honey line. Reply with ordinarily talented, and then we'll run your stuff. Then for the follow-up email, this one literally stole it and swiped it from Eric directly, so I can pay credits, which made way too much sense for a person to do so. So I'm going to continue the train of being inspired by Eric. He's a legend. I actually put my data out because of watching his LinkedIn videos, so thanks, Eric. So in this case, we're essentially scraping your location on LinkedIn and normalizing GPT. I think, by the way, like just a quick, how much did I left? 2 minutes, great. A quick aside, I think in terms of using AI, instead of writing an entire email, it's very valuable to just normalize data. So instead of saying like Alice Common, Texas, Common, United States, just softening it up a little bit and making it look more human is a great way to kind of make it look like you wrote by hand, which is ironic, but whatever. We're then calling out a restaurant near them on Yelp in their location, and then I use Clay, which is a baller featuring Clay to basically scrape any website and give you the results you want. To scrape this link this Yelp page, figure out what type of restaurant it is, and then come up with a honey line, reply blazing bites, give you the card. So how do we do this in Clay? So let me go to the table. So the first things first, you can start import. So basically just import some leads like this. This is all just from LinkedIn, and you can go ahead and find your emails. Okay, these are all just totally cold leads, and we can waterfall your providers to find your email. Fantastic. Okay, so then I'm going to check Salesforce to make sure that they're not an active customer. This is where it gets kind of juicy. So you can see here, we have an enriched person from LinkedIn step. So when you click this button, I have it turned off automatically, so I don't run rows. But essentially, this is going to pull in all this person's LinkedIn data, okay? And this is really cool. This prompt I actually also took from Eric. You like guys, we all follow him on LinkedIn. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm having the AI ingest this person's entire LinkedIn profile and spit out something unique about them. And I tried to prompt it well to avoid like work experience, more so go into like volunteering or interests or hobbies or sports or like whatever. And the reason I did this first, and I didn't just jump into like an opening line, is that you want to give the AI, like when you're creating a sentence or cold email, a consistent input, right? So this LinkedIn profile is unstructured data. It has everyone has different experiences, they all have different number of jobs and whatever. Some people have more, some people have less. So when you first create the summary paragraph of what catches the eye about this person, it makes it very consistent, just like 4 or 5 sentences about the person. And then, oh, there's my timer. Okay, I'll go something on this. Fine. So now we can take this prompt. Let's actually see what it said. What catches my eye about Cecilia are the profiles of your unique project, WHM app. Okay, mobile application for managing certain functionalities. Great, that seems unique. One aspect is this person's profile. One, they're volunteering, I think. Email using this summary, and I give some rules to the right output here. And so this creates the opening line. These are all things I noticed about you, starting out about them in the email. So they'll want to open it, fine. We're then going to coffee mug. Curator of caffeine culture. This is the person who does arts and culture. Tolerance on duty sex. Here. So you can see the mug images. This first mug, gift idea by the way, I did not steal from Eric, this is my idea. Just always something original here. Shipment for benefits, great. The command space needs to really funny response. I won't show you, but people are saying.
Okay, we just needed one thing. Carried away there. Creative ideas. We need to add a couple of people. Later, let's just look at this. Based on lookalikes from Jared, time taken. It's 5:03 for me. Oh shit. Create of ways to use personalized emails, personalized videos on their web page and emails. This is company description, okay. Be specific and give unique advice, keep each word and good marketing. Good video prospecting. Strategies to get a high degree of success. Oh, you have to do this on my own? Oh, bastards. Ah, so bad. Well, at least I know now what's what, so now I can, I don't know, do something. Cool. Cool. Using then but create 3 more ways to use personalized videos on videos. And slash